JFC993 here, welcoming you to another deck profile video. Since I have not gotten another request from anybody, I'll do another one of my personal decks for now. Right now I'm going to do Magical Explosion. Basically use Royal Magical Library to cycle spell cards through your deck, which are either normally +1s or 0s. Then you finish off by using Magical Explosion. It's meant to be an FTK or OTK deck, depending on if you go first or second. When you get the loop off, it's pretty easy to win, so I guess we'll start now. Start off, you have Royal Magical Library and Magical City of Endymion. Basically, these two cards are used with combo with each other because Citadel allows you to put spell counters on it every time a spell card's activated, and so does Royal Magical Library. Royal Magical Library, if you have 3 spell counters on it, or you could basically remove 3 from it to draw a card. You get a spell counter by playing a spell card, which in this deck usually are 0s, so you just plus after 3 spell cards. Citadel is there because when you put 3 counters on it, you can remove 3 from it because of its effect for Royal Magical Library to draw a card. That's about it for that. Then you have Toon Table of Contents, which represents all the search cards in the deck, such as Terraforming, Toon Table of Contents, Pot of Duality, Bell Power Grasp, things like that. Moving on, we have Upstart, which is basically the draw power of the deck with Into the Void, Dark World Dealings. Dark World Dealings is a -1 card, but it's one of the only draw cards that are left, so I put 2 in there for now. Basically, yeah, it lets you cycle through the deck and you plus back whatever you lose after 3 spell cards. Finally, you have Magical Explosion, which when combined with Wall of Revealing Light and Life Force Equalizer, it wins game for you because you will use Wall of Revealing Light to pay 7,000. Then after that, your life point difference will be more than enough to use Life Force Equalizer on your opponent's standby phase to make you both have 3,000. When that resolves, you will flip Explosion for game. So basically now I guess I'll go down the deck list. First you have 3 Royal Magical Libraries because they're the main part of the deck. Summoner Monk to bring out Royal Magical Library. The only conflict with this is that if you play this, you can't really use Duality and vice versa. But that's fine, you don't really need to worry about that. Then you have Dark World Dealings. It's a -1, but it swaps through your deck pretty quickly, so 3 Upstarts and 3 Into the Void. It's basically, for Into the Void, if you don't win on the first turn, you lose anyway, so there's no worry about losing your hand anyway. 3 Magical Mallets, that's just to recycle your hand really quickly. 1 Pseudospace to reuse old Royal Magical Library with Magical Citadel of Endymion, because Endymion can only be used once. Then you have 2 Golden Bamboo and 2 Broken Bamboo Swords. They are used in combo because they are, when Golden hits the field, it's a +1, so it's worth it. Hand Destruction, once again -1, but it's powerful because you draw 2 new cards. Toon Table of Contents, 3 of them. It's because they search each other and then Tomb World, so it's basically 4 spells right there. Then you have 3 Magical Citadels, I explained before why they're there. 1 Terraforming to grab Pseudospace or Citadel with a +1 counter. 2 Spell Power Grasp. This is good because if you have Royal Magical Library and Citadel on the field, you gain 4 spell counters basically, or 3 spell counters, because you add 1 to one of the cards and then each of them gain 1 for an activation. Then you grab another Spell Power Grasp and it's basically a 0 card for that reason. Card Destruction, once again -1, but it can be very powerful if you have 5 spells in your hand. 3 Pot of Duality. I'm trying to cut it down to 2 because you can't use more than 1 a turn, but for now it's fine. On to the traps, and finally the traps, I guess. 1 Magical Explosion, 1 Wall of Revealing Light, and 1 Life Force Equalizer. So that's about it for the deck list. Right now the deck for me it's OTK like 20 times and only dropped out like 2. So that's about it for the deck profile. I'll now talk about the other things I want to talk about. Going to Sneak next weekend, so I'll be able to tell you what I pulled here. for the deck profiles. If you want one, just either comment here and subscribe to me, or send me a message through private messages, and I'll be glad to do a deck profile for you. Oh, well, that's it for now. JFC993 signing out.